Hey guys, this is IX with Rollout Reviews, bringing you another Crossfight B-Daman review. This time it is CB-09 Metal Rev Core. So, this is a rapid-fire type tune-up gear, and it's basically a replacement for your Rev device's Rev Core. Not a whole lot going on with the packaging, so we'll just open it up. There are some instructions on the inside there, basically just how to attach it to the B-Daman. You have the core itself, and the trigger, which will just slot into place. So here is the metal Rev Core, and it's got a bit of heft to it. There's a big chunk of die cast on the front there, and I think it's really smartly placed because, well, first of all, you can see that this actually opens up. That was something the Metal Excel Core did not do, which was very disappointing. So you can actually slot the head part in place and then put this over top without risking stressing this back section here. So I really like that. Unfortunately, it is a bit loose, as you can see. And, I guess that's just the price to pay. But if you look in here, there's some screws keeping this section held on. And that means this won't fall apart. On the normal Rev Core, this was 2 pieces, and sometimes it would come loose. And when you were firing it, this whole section would fall off, and you might risk losing the little wheels inside. Here, that's all held together, so you don't have to worry about that. It's also interesting to note that there are little holes there. You can't actually fit screws in them, but yeah, they're right where these screw holes are on this one. So they really were thinking about the design of the metal version when they designed the normal version. Now, this doesn't come with a power block, so you're going to have to steal it from another core. It also doesn't come with any bolts, so you're going to have to provide those as well. Again, I think this is a missed opportunity and a little stupid, but oh well, that's just how it is. Now, I don't have the stressing problem that I had with my Metal Excel Core here. The power block just goes on without any problems at all. So there is that. Anyway, let's attach this to the device body set and test it out. So before I do a power test with the metal version, let's do a power test with the normal Rev Core just for comparison. So, load it up, and first shot, 2.64 meters per second, and the second shot, 2.79 meters per second. And now for the metal Rev Core. First test, 2.8 meters per second, and the second test, 2.61 meters per second, so not a whole lot of difference. And now for a rapid fire test, starting with the normal Rev Core. Pretty smooth shots and definitely a quick rapid fire rate. And now for the metal Rev Core. Now, while the rapid fire rate is very similar, the shots are much smoother and definitely more stable. Now, before we wrap this up, let's take it for a spin on one of my favorite combos, Rev Phoenix. Once again, we'll start off here by doing a power test with the normal Rev Core, just for comparison. So, first test, 4.73 meters per second, and the second test, 4.98 meters per second. And now for the metal Rev Core. First test, 5.04 meters per second, and the second test, 4.61 meters per second. Once again, not a whole lot of difference, but definitely much more stable. So overall, the Rev Core is by far my favorite out of the 5 metal cores. For a couple of reasons. First of all, the margin of difference between the original Rev Core and the metal version is much larger than some of the other metal cores. You really kind of have to have it in hand to experience the difference in stability when you're using it for rapid fire, but it definitely is there. And clearly the second reason is Rev Phoenix. If you have Spike Phoenix already, honestly, the power block isn't very necessary for this combination. So if you don't have Rev Device and you do have Spike Phoenix, then this core is still worth it. Rev Phoenix is a great combination, and if you don't want to splurge on the entire Rev Device, then go ahead and get this. Now, if you already have the normal Rev Device, I'm not sure if this is worth it. You'll have to decide that, because it is undoubtedly a much better core than the original. It just costs almost as much as an entirely new B-Daman. But if you want to throw down the money for it, I don't think you'll be disappointed, because it is, well, much more different than the normal Rev Core than you would think. Very solid, very stable, and, well, this is one I can definitely recommend. So that is about it, guys, and this is IX signing off.